Hi there. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use Redis commands with Ruby. So first thing, make sure that you have Redis gem installed. So type in gem install Redis. Once you install this gem, next thing to do is to get into the code. So open text editor, save one file with name demo.rb. Okay, now type in require Redis. Once you call for this gem, next step is to create one variable that connects with our Redis server. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to check some of the commands that you can use with your Redis server. So I'm going to go with a very simple set of commands such as puts, then Redis, or you can r.ping. Okay, so let's see what happens when we execute this code. Go to the directory where you have these files stored. Now type in ruby demo.rb and it returns you the pong because you call for ping. Okay, so when you send ping to the server, it returns with a pong. Next, we will have one simple command known as info. Okay, so let's see what it returns. Now let's execute your code again, and as you can see, it returned you CPU, key space, replication, and stats, persistent, and other data about your Redis server. Okay, now this info command will return whatever the current status of your Redis server. Okay, now what if you want to know about your database size or about your database? In such case, you can use db size command. Okay, now let's check out, and here you get 25 as the size of your database. There is no mention of its kilobyte or anything like that, but it's just integer number that returns with this command. Now the next thing, we will try one more set of command which is known as time. So when you run this command, it will return you the unique way of outputting current Redis server time and time in milliseconds. So let's check that out. Okay, so the first one is the way Unix represents current server time, and second, the current millisecond since server started. Okay, now next thing, we will create one set and then check out how to call for some of the commands from within our console. So let's start with creating one set. Let's see, r.set. Here I have my key and then value as, let's say, Devnami. Now what I want to do is simply output string length of my key. Okay, and this should return you the length 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 0 to 6 means 7. So it should return 7. Okay, so as you can see, it returns you the 7. So you can do some of such command processing through Ruby as well. Okay, and now if you want to get range for that particular value, simply replace string length with get range. Okay, in such case you have to specify from which part to another you want. Okay, so this represents you the value 0 to 6. You can have less than that, 0 to 3, and you get this. Okay, now if you want to know about some of the commands which you can use with Redis and within Ruby program, you can simply type in r dot command. Okay, so this command will show you list of commands that you can use within your Ruby Redis program. Okay, so it will fetch all the list. You can go through that. Client, no script. If there is any 0 and 1, that means it's just a space in between these. Okay, so you get list of all the commands that you are allowed to use with the help of Redis gem in Ruby. Okay, so this was a short video on how to use commands with Redis gem in Ruby.